You just made a presentation on the Petroleum Host Community Bill. First off, what's the structure of the host community bill? What structure is being proposed for handling these funds?
At the moment, you know, we had a break, so we'll come back to the structure. But what I can say for now is that they intend to develop a governance structure that is based on a trust system. Trust is not the grammatical English connotation. It's a legal terminology that requires the existence of trustees and then community beneficiaries. So a trust will be set up that would manage the affairs of in terms of funds that are coming in for the benefit of host communities. The board of trustees, or the trustees as you want to call them, would also have a management team, and the management team will be like the decision-making body, and then we'll have beneficiaries, as it were. I wouldn't say at the bottom, but at least the ultimate beneficiaries will be the communities.
We have the Niger-Delta Development Commission Act, we have the Ministry of Niger-Delta. You mentioned all of these efforts. Rather than reform these efforts, look at them, amend them, and review them, why are we going for another host community bill with another structure which we do not know would be well implemented?
That's a great question, and I would have thought that perhaps they will be looking at the effectiveness of the existing structures and why is it that communities are still basically feeling a sense of marginalization. But the truth appears to be that the benefits of oil and gas exploration and development do not seem to have trickled down enough to the local communities. One way out of it would have been to take an audit of the operations of all these various agencies and see where they have inadequacies and whether we could amend those bills so that at least the benefits would be much more easily realizable. But it appears for some reason, which one cannot say for now what it could be, that they are opting for a model that benefits the communities directly this time.
What do you think about the host community bill? Do you feel it's going to deliver that much needed impact, considering the fact that we don't have working community structures, we don't have local governments that are independent of the state?
Another great question. We discussed that briefly before the break. My sense is that the bill will be a first of its kind. It's an indigenous or autochthonous approach to solving this problem. We've never had anything like this before. We're having something which is peculiar to the Nigerian situation. But, you know, they say the taste of the pudding is in the eating. It has to come on first. I cannot vouch that there is any perfect system. But let it come on, and then let's see to what extent it's basically meeting its objectives. And if there are needs to amend sections of the bill or bring in greater policies for greater effectiveness, then of course we could consider that approach in a later time.